Sometimes God, in sheer mercy and out of His goodness and grace, gives you an understanding of something that is so profound, it's almost hard to apprehend, let alone comprehend. And I want to share this with you. I hope it will bless your socks off. But I was thinking about the words of the Apostle John in his gospel, where he said of Christ, "We beheld His glory as of the only begotten of the Father." And, I've read that a jillion times in my life, but never thought very deeply about it. But I was thinking about it again today in the context of Colossians chapter 1, verse 15, where it refers to Christ as the image of God. And he also refers in Colossians in that in Him all the fullness of the Godhead dwelt bodily. In 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4, he refers to the gospel as the glory of God, and he refers to, in Christ, as the image of God. Now think about this for just a moment. When we think about the fact that the Word says to us that we have been made in the image of God, we begin to see that the archetype for our being made in the image of God is Jesus Christ Himself, who is the image of God. He's begotten of God eternally, of the same substance as God. He is God, yet He is distinct in person from the Father as the Son. So we begin to see the glory of God revealed in our humanness when it says that He made us in His image, male and female, reflecting that male and female are equally human in dignity and worth and value, even as the Son, begotten of the Father, is equal to God, is God. Yet we are distinct as male and female, even as the Son is distinct from the Father. What a beautiful thing male and female are, where the distinctive of male and female does not rob us of any equal dignity or value or worth or glory, and each has a glory of its own that complements the other, even as the Son doesn't detract from or undermine the Father or vice versa. What a beautiful picture of humanity. And what makes me sad is that our culture is losing that, is losing the appreciation for that we can't appreciate the distinction between man and woman without thinking somehow one is less in value or dignity or worth than the other. And so we don't see the beauty of marriage when these distinct persons, equal in dignity, worth, and value, come together, but distinct in persons, to form a relationship of husband and wife, which is a bond of love and loyalty and trust that's to be perpetual and eternal over the course of our lives, that's just like that within the Godhead. Oh, do we see the glory of God in what He has made, in making us male and female, in establishing this unity between these distinctives in marriage? It is a picture of the glory of God. If you see that, if you want to find a way to express that to a watching world, then I urge you to learn more about Senate Bill 562, House Bill 233. You see, it says that a competent man and woman can enter into a relationship as husband and wife without having to first get the permission of the government, as if marriage was created by the government and owns by the government and is doled out by the government, rather than created by God, owned by God, and given as a good gift of God to man and woman. While the bill itself doesn't speak in these religious terms, it's grounded in the common law understanding of marriage as that relationship between husband and wife. As a Christian, it's consistent with what I believe is true of the glory of God in making us in His image as male and female, and then joining those distinctive persons together in a unity called the marital relationship. If you want to get a license, you can still get a license. If you think the government should permit marriage, that government-created marriage, well, that opportunity is available to you. But for those of us who believe it is something much more, then I hope you will learn about Senate Bill 562, House Bill 233, the Marital Contract Recording Act, and urge your legislator to vote for it.